me say this plainly because dancing around it is exactly what people in power always do. I don't care what happened in Australia more than I care about what's happening here in America. Now, that doesn't mean I don't feel for innocent people. It doesn't mean I don't condemn violence. Of course I do. Any attack on families, on religious gatherings, on civilians is evil, full stop. There's no way to ignore that. And I expect a rapid response from people in that country the same way that I respect and expect a rapid response from law enforcement here. Here's the problem, and it's a big one. When the FBI director of the United States of America goes out of his way to publicly offer assistance to Australia while Americans are watching violent criminals walk free in our own cities, something is backwards. And people can feel it in their gut, and some people are afraid to say anything about it. America is on fire right now, not metaphorically, sometimes literally. Our borders are overwhelmed. Our cities are struggling, and repeat offenders are cycling in and out of jail like it's a punch card program, transporting some very nasty vitamins back and forth. Transporting people is rampant. Violent crime is up in places that the media pretends are safe. And this is trending right now on X. Criticism mounts over Kash Patel's response to Sydney's Hanukkah incident. And director Kash Patel offered U.S. assistance for the Sunday attack. What just happened last night in Providence, Rhode Island? Okay? Now you know where we're going with this. Now I want to show you Kash Patel's tweet, his X post, whatever you want to call it. I've been in touch with our counterparts in Australia regarding the horrific attack on a Hanukkah festival in Sydney. We are providing the requested assistance and will update with more information as we are able. Please keep up the prayers for the victims in your families. Thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers. That was at 8:30 in the morning. Director Patel, talk to me a little bit about what has not occurred since you have taken over as the FBI director. I personally have defended you numerous times on videos on my channel. And I think that has made me a little suspect and probably ruined a little bit of my reputation for blindly defending you. Now, if you look through the replies here, this is a good one. Laura Loomer, love her, hate her, whatever you want to say. Why does Qatari consultant FBI Director Kash Patel refuse to say that phrase? He keeps doing this. Very alarming. And here you can see Candace Owens saying that there was going to be a certain style of attack. And we haven't seen that yet. I understand how bad things are around the world. I really do. But when the director of the FBI is more worried about Australia than he is with the American people, with the safety of the American people, with crime in the United States, I have a problem. And this is an image of him in Qatar just a couple of days ago. Does the FBI director need to be in Qatar receiving a present like this, or maybe delivering a present like this? This is where I'm really upset with the FBI, because Kash Patel really talked a good game on multiple podcasts before he was selected as the FBI director. And Americans, we're told to be patient. So when the head of our premier federal law enforcement agency takes time to issue statements about things going on overseas, Americans don't hear compassion, they hear misplaced priorities. And that's why people are angry. And frankly, we've got every right to be. Australia has law enforcement. Australia has intelligence services. Australia has a government fully capable of handling its own internal security. They don't need the FBI to posture publicly while Americans are asking a very basic question. Who is protecting us? Because right now, it doesn't feel like anyone is. Let's talk about the real tension underneath all of this. This wasn't just about offering help. This was about language, about hesitation, about the same old refusal to say what everyone is thinking until it's been approved, focus grouped, and sanded down to nothing. People noticed that the word terrorism wasn't used. People noticed that the ideology was not named. And we're tired of it. Not because we want reckless accusations, but because we've watched this movie before. Every time there's an attack that might complicate foreign policy, business ties, political alliances, the responses become carefully neutral and vanilla and vague and sanitized. And Americans are done pretending they don't see the pattern, because we do. Here's the thing, though, and this is important. I don't want Kash Patel to become another polished bureaucrat. He said he would never do that on multiple podcasts. I don't want him issuing perfect statements that fix nothing. I want the opposite. I want him focused here. I want him fixing our house. I want him ripping out corruption, prioritizing violent crime, restoring the idea that federal law enforcement exists to protect American citizens first. That's what America First actually means. Most of us voted for that ideology. It doesn't mean isolation. It doesn't mean cruelty. It means responsibility. It means understanding. And if your own country is unstable, you have no business playing international moral manager. Make America Great Again isn't about slogans. It's about results. Right now, the results that Americans are seeing are zero arrest, where there should be accountability, zero urgency, where there should be enforcement, and endless lectures instead of action. You can pray for victims overseas and still understand that public messaging matters. Did you see any leaders from any other country say anything about what just happened in Providence, Rhode Island? No. You can condemn violence without ignoring your own backyard. But when Americans feel abandoned, optics become reality. And the reality is this: people don't trust institutions that seem more concerned with global appearances than domestic safety. That trust is already hanging by a thread. What people want, what working Americans want, is simple. We want to see criminals prosecuted. We want our borders enforced. We want repeat offenders off the streets. We want the law applied evenly. We want leadership that understands who they work for. And I don't need to see photos of the director of the FBI with the leader in Qatar. Not this international community, not foreign governments, not press releases. Americans. So yes, people are angry. I'm angry. Not because someone expressed sympathy, not because violence abroad doesn't matter, but because Americans are tired of watching their own country decay while being told to clap politely for statements instead of results. Kash Patel has an opportunity here, a real one. He can either become another name on a long list of officials who spoke carefully and accomplished nothing, or he can prove that America First wasn't just campaign rhetoric. Fix this country, protect our people, handle our criminals, restore confidence in law enforcement. Australia will handle Australia. It's time we handled America. And Kash Patel, why don't you send us a tweet at 8 a.m. on a Sunday, maybe outlining what you're going to do for us? After all, you're our employee. We pay your salary. We pay the salary for the Secret Service that's protecting your girlfriend. Thank you for your attention to this matter.